What up, everybody? Tony Cutillo here for another episode of MLB Futures Prize Picks on the Fantasy Firebox. Now, we've touched on the Mets, we've touched on the Phillies, and now we're going to talk on the Los Angeles Angels, who are a very, very intriguing team when it comes to home run future bets. Now, you know the deal right here. You're going to subscribe to Win Daily Sports. You're going to hit that at Win Daily Sports on all social formats. You're going to subscribe to the YouTube page. You're going to hit the like button. And on top of that, you're going to go right in the description and you're going to see the Prize Picks links right in there. And that gives you 100% deposit match and 1 free month of Win Daily Sports of all our tools, including the projected lineup models, which are key to your DFS success. Now, I'm going to share the screen and go right into this because I think this is one of the most intriguing lineups in baseball, only because of the keyword health. It's all about health, right? So this lineup, projected, we've already talked about it. We know what's going to happen. We have Mike Trout coming back healthy. We have Anthony Rendon coming back healthy. The projected lineup with guys like David Fletcher, okay, a fantastic leadoff hitter, Mike Trout, Shay Otani. We already know the 46 home run Shay Otani last year. Anthony Rendon batting cleanup, and then followed by my most intriguing guy, Mr. Jarrett Walsh, and Justin Upton, who could just stay healthy, will still be consistent again as a number 6 or 7 hitter in a very powerful lineup. So let's go again right to the Prize Pick screen because we're going to look at these futures because that, again, is the most important part of this show. And again, I'm always an over guy. You know that. I'm always an over guy. But tonight, I'm thinking about going some unders. And you're going to see why. So here's the Prize Pick screen. Again, make sure you're going to prizepicks.com strictly from the link in this YouTube description because that's how you get your 100% deposit match back and you get free money, right? You get free money courtesy of Win Daily. So make sure you go right to Prize Picks and you go to the MLB future market, which is right here. And then we're going to go to home runs. Okay. And we're going to look at the market. And I already selected the 3 Angels that they have available. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. As we go on and do this, when you have 3 or more guys in one lineup, for the home run MLB future prop, guess what? That means as a power-packed lineup. So you better take notice. Now, all you need to do is look at a few specific things. Now, Shay Otani, simple, monster year, right? Monster year, 46 home runs. He was must-see TV. He was, don't get mad, baseball purists, but he was the best thing that we've seen since Barry Bonds when it comes from the home run market. He stopped games. He stopped breaking news. He stopped everything to get the at-bats on TV from Shay Otani. Now, will he hit 46? Will he hit more? Odds are probably not. And the reason why is, again, because of the health factor. It actually hinders Shay Otani just a tad based on the fact that you have guys like Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon coming back into this lineup. That being the case, 38.5 to me is still a very generous number on the low side. I still predict Shay Otani to hit 40 plus. 40 plus. I'm only taking 6 home runs off his total for last year. So for me, I am going to click on the over. Now, the very interesting play is Mike Trout. Mike Trout coming back off the first time being injured for basically the entire season. You know, how is he going to come back? Is he going to be a full strength? Listen, you can only see so much when it comes to spring training. Again, you have to take it for what it is. His bat speed looks good. His movement looks good. But will that turn into 36 home runs, which is the over 35.5 right here on Prize Picks? For the first time in a very rare occurrence, Tony Cutillo is going to go under on an MLB futures bet. And specifically because Mike Trout, I just feel, will not be that 40 home run guy this year. My ceiling for Mike Trout this year, before I even looked at the Prize Pick number, was 32. So that is a below and under of the 35.5. That's strictly because I don't think he's 100% back to where he would be. And there's a lot of sticks in this lineup and a lot of opportunities to pitch around Mr. Trout, which is going to happen more often than not. So I'm going to go under. Now, one of my most important and favorite players when it comes to season long MLB, DFS MLB, and the MLB future prop market is Jarrett Walsh. Jarrett Walsh had an absolutely fantastic year last year. Now, we always go through the 3-year averages, but there is no 3-year average for Jarrett Walsh because last year was the first time that he actually produced at age 28 from the left-hand side of the plate that we envisioned him to be. And he was a guy who basically took over the lineup for Mike Trout, right? After Otani. He was a guy that he got some pitches to hit, and he hit 29 home runs. Now, think about this. He got some pitches to hit. Now he's going to get even more because now you have Rendon and Trout back. That just means more people to pitch around and more pitches to hit for Jarrett Walsh. 29 last year, the over and under for Prize Picks. And make sure you're going in the description and you're hitting that link for Prize Picks, 100% match, courtesy of Win Daily. And I am going to select the over. I am going to make a bold statement right now. I'm going to make a bold statement right now, not bald. And I'm going to say that Jarrett Walsh will hit more home runs this year than Mike Trout. That's not based on health. That's based on anything. That's based on the simple fact that I think he will get more pitches to hit and that it is going to be a Jarrett Walsh type of year for the Los Angeles Angels. You heard it right here. Jarrett Walsh, more home runs in 2022 than Mike Trout. 31.5, I'm taking the over all day. Again, Los Angeles Angels are going to have a power-packed lineup, lots of opportunities, whether it be the prop market, whether it be the DFS market, and whether it be season long as well. But most importantly, right here on Win Daily for your Prize Picks. Make sure you hit that subscription. Make sure you hit that like button. You're following at Win Daily Sports on all social formats. At the end of the day, make sure you're hitting that link inside the descriptions for Prize Picks, 100% price match. I'm Tony Cutillo. This day's episode of MLB Futures, Prize Picks edition of the Fantasy Firebox. We'll see you next time when we talk the Toronto Blue Jays.